The extradition hearing of absconding tycoon Vijay Mallya is set to begin any minute. Let me now quickly cut across to my colleague Lavina Tandon, who's joining me from London for more on this. Lavina, the hearing is about to begin. I'm also being told that you have some latest information regarding this. Please go ahead.
Yes, the prosecution, that is the Crown prosecution, I would like to read that. The ground that they are giving for his extradition is that Mallya conspired with the directors of Kingfisher Airlines and of the Indian State Bank to obtain a bank loan which was used for their own personal gain. So this is the ground on which his extradition is being sought by the Crown prosecution and the lawyer. I mean, I'm quite amazed to hear this happens here. It's not that it doesn't happen here.
Yes.
It's happened here before. That Claire Montgomery, who is the defense, is from Matrix law firm, and so is the prosecution, Mark Summers. He is also from the same law firm. This does happen and has happened before, but the defense and the prosecution are from the same law firm.
Yes.
And the ground I want to reiterate is that he conspired with the directors of Kingfisher to obtain loans that were used for his personal use.
Yes.
And I think
Lavina,
what India
if I can interrupt you and ask you this, you're making a very interesting point about both the prosecution and the defense lawyer being from the same, same organization, from the same agency. Does this have some bearing on the case? I mean, have there been past instances where this have had some sort of a bearing on the case regarding the prosecution or in favor of the defense?
Hello?
Lavina, can you hear me? All right, we seem to have lost that line with Lavina there. We'll try and reconnect with her and get you more details. Important details Lavina was in fact telling us at that point of time. She said that the hearing is about to begin any moment, and they are saying that the extradition has been sought because Mr. Mallya conspired with certain officials of SBI to get a loan which he used for his own personal gains. Embattled liquor baron Vijay Mallya had offered to pay around 6,868 crore rupees as settlement of his loans exceeding 9,000 crore rupees. But the SBI-led consortium of 17 banks rejected Mr. Mallya's offer and argued that Mr. Mallya failed to answer three questions. Number one, what money he would deposit upfront in the court. Number two, when is he presenting himself before the court? And number three, complete disclosure of his family and his assets in India and abroad. Mr. Mallya had previously agreed to pay 4,400 crore rupees as a full and final settlement, but the lenders rejected the offer, calling it too little and unsatisfactory. He later upped the bank settlement to 6,868 crore rupees, which was also turned down. And today, Mr. Vijay Mallya is believed to be present, is going to present the same offer as an argument in the court in Westminster Magistrate Court in London. Well, Lavina is back on the phone. In fact, she's live with us from London. Lavina, is Mr. Mallya himself expected to be present during the hearing?
Yes, he is. I have confirmed from the court as well as the prosecution. He needs to be present in such kind of hearing in person, and everyone is waiting with bated breath outside for him to arrive. But he has not yet arrived. He's not inside, so the wait goes on.
Lavina, very quickly before I let you go, because it's just a few moments before this hearing starts, what is going to be expected today? Because it's going to be a long-drawn legal process. It is starting today. The prosecution is going to make their arguments. Just for the benefit of our viewers who are tuning in right now, explain to us how the process from here on will go.
Okay, well, today is after the bail hearing, which was called the preliminary hearing. This is the case management hearing, in which the judge will look at the paperwork of the prosecution as well as the defense to see that the argument that they are presenting, they have proper paperwork and documentation for it. So it's a tick list admin kind of hearing. It really depends on the paperwork and how long the judge would take, but we don't expect it to be going on for very long. His case is number 4th, so it could be on any minute. The second thing is then he will order if there is any paperwork lacking in any of the prosecution and or defense's file, then he will order for that to be completed and give another date for the hearing. This is not a full hearing. We hope to hear the arguments, but there will not be any verdict, of course. And this will be a long-stringed hearing anyway, because the defense is very strong. And we need to see how strong is the... Let me just quickly tell you that after this hearing, even if he is extradited, the Home Secretary has to stamp for him to be extradited. Then Mr. Mallya has a right to appeal, and appeal in the Supreme Court as well. So this extradition process could be stretched if he so likes.
You know, as you're saying that he will have legal remedies even if the order goes against him in this court, how long before, even presuming that Mr. Mallya, would be extradited, how long before that moment when possibly Mr. Mallya could be sent back? The whole legal process, if you can give us a rough time frame that this entire legal proceeding is going to take, including the appeals that Mr. Mallya would have.
Very difficult to say indeed. It depends very much on, a lot of the time in the past we have seen that the extradition hearings have gone for a very long time because the paperwork was not very proper, and every time there was something or the other that was ordered. That we saw that in the Ravi Shankaran case. So I would really can't say how long it could take, and then it could be appeal in the Supreme Court. It could be years as well if he can stretch it.
All right, Lavina, thank you so much for getting us all those details. We'll let you go. The hearing is about to start, and as soon as that, there is some information, of course, we are going to come back to you.